All right, good morning and welcome back. Today, July 14th, 2022, this marks the very first camping and overlanding trip for us for this year. This one should be pretty cool. We are taking off again with our friends Paul and Carrie Porter with their adventure company Discover 4x4 Adventures, and we are going to be part of the Michigan Stampede. And what this is, we're going to be traveling up north to the northern part of Michigan for a 4-day excursion where we don't know what's in store. Paul and Carrie have everything planned out. They have a route of mostly 2 tracks and some kind of remote rustic camping along the way each night somewhere different. It's gonna be really cool. And we are pulling out of here in about 30 minutes. So just wanted to show we're taking Lisa's Ranger, got it all packed up. Just do a quick little overview of the setup on that again, and then we are on the road and out of here. Very excited. So again, here is our 2019 Ford Ranger FX4. Absolutely love this truck. Sitting on a 2-inch level in the front. It's got a 1-inch shackle lift in the back, 32-inch BFGs. Drivetrain is all factory stock. We have the 589 fabrication here in Michigan. Have their rack system on there with our Smitty-built standard rooftop tent. Fits on there very nice, low profile, does not hurt gas mileage too much in it, and very little wind noise. Doesn't sound like it's half as bad as most of the other ones out there. But as you can see, this is going to be a 4, maybe 5-day trip, just depending on how we feel Monday morning when we wake up. But we are packed. It's all of our tote full of our dried goods, cooking stuff, plates, baggies, tablecloths, stuff like that. Bringing our power tank. We may do some airing down depending on how rough the trails are that we hit, so we have a way to air back up. Well, we have all of our typical electronic stuff. We have rechargeable fans, headlamps, solar lights, all that sort of stuff. And then just a couple pillows in our duffel bag of clothes. And then in the back of the truck, we are stuffed again. We did actually reduce a lot of this, but we still ended up with pretty much a full bed. Although it's not a very big bed, but we got our ice refrigerator. This runs off a power panel I put in the truck myself. That'll run that. Actually pretty cool. Had a buddy helped out, went in to the computer of the truck with ForScan, and we changed the output timer on the truck from the factory. Ford has it set for 70 minutes. All of the power outlets on the truck will turn off. We changed it to 10 hours. So now that outlet will keep this fridge running for 10 hours after the truck has been turned off, which is really cool. We do have a Blue Eddy backup battery pack that will definitely run the refrigerator all through the night. And then, yeah, we just got a couple chairs. We have an awning just in case we get any rain. And then we got our little 5-pound propane tank, our Blackstone grill, and then just a couple totes of camping stuff, just miscellaneous. New for this trip, instead of bringing a big old 6-gallon jug of fresh water with us, which we never even seem to go through, just got a simple little 2.5-gallon Roto Pack water tank. So we'll top that off every day as we need. So we'll just use that for washing up, washing dishes, whatever. That should be more than plenty, and it reduces some space and some weight that we're carrying. So anyway, so that's the basic setup. We are getting ready to roll out here and meet up with the rest of the group, and we should be checking in here shortly in northern Michigan. And we've officially arrived at Weber Lake. We got a bunch of vehicles to squeeze into not a whole lot of real estate. Getting the trucks and trailers all packed away for the weekend.
Not a bad idea.
Explorer. You okay?
I'm good. That was a long ride.
It's a long ride. All right.
What, Brian?
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh.
We have arrived.
Putting that all right there.
All right, here we are. All set up. A nice little spot in the woods. Fridge still powered up. Got our little makeshift. Well, this will be my changing room for the night. Little annex area. Maybe we'll throw the 5-gallon pooper in there in case we need it in the middle of the night. And fortunately, we're just going to use John's trailer for a little cooking station. So looks like everyone's gathered around the fire. So let's go see what's going on. Looks like this is where the party is.
Does she like watermelons? My dog thinks they're delicious.
All right, it's party time.
Does that mean eat food?
It's party time?
Think so. We got the Parks here from Broncos R Us. They'll be participating this weekend. And you'll recognize this from a couple videos on my channel. This will be his first overlanding excursion with this truck. And a lot of work to this here as of lately. But man, what better vehicle for overlanding in? Very excited. I think we're gonna grab some dinner, then go down and check out the lake. All right, day 2, official first day of the Michigan Stampede. Other than some late campers rolling in at midnight trying to set up camp, slept really good. New mattress in the tent was a win. We got the Blackstone heating up, getting ready to make some breakfast burritos. Looks like everybody's over there having coffee right now. So yeah. Hey lady. Sleep good?
Sure did.
Yeah, you liar. All right, breakfast time.
You got the lens back.
Who the hell did?
Yeah.
Paul took very good care of it.
Well,
Paul's wife, the lens back in.
welcome everybody to hopefully what's going to be the first annual Stampede, and hopefully we'll have more Fords next time around. But yeah, it should be good. So the idea is, I think everybody saw, to kind of do a loop at the top of the state, and hopefully we'll see some cool things along the way. Today's going to be some trails, but also a lot more of the touristy stuff will be today. Like we're going to go into Mackinac City, stop at a beach, some other things like that along the way. And then day 2 will be a lot more just time back to the trails in the woods. And then maybe Saturday night we might end up just finding a place to pull off rather than an actual campground and do it real rustic. So it's kind of my thought process on the whole thing. Our other trips are pretty refined. This one's a little bit still rough. We went and pre-ran it once. A lot of our stuff we pre-run multiple times before we run them. This has only been one time, so it'll be a little bit of an adventure for us.
You might tape back it up.
Good thing we don't have 20 of us, so.
Right.
Small group to do it with.
Yeah, and this is a good intimate group. I think everybody's real close. We were having a good time already. That's what I told her this morning. I said I had a great time hanging out last night. So more of that throughout the weekend. She's got shirts for everybody. While she hands those out, I'll kind of just tell you guys a few things. In our vehicle, some other people have medic kits, but this is going to be behind my driver's seat. I like to let everybody know where this stuff is in case you need it at a quick grab if I'm not available or I'm injured or whatever, you know, this kind of trauma medic kit is. This is called a Garmin InReach, so this has a piece of rubber right here you can flat back, and if you hit the SOS button, this is going to reach emergency services no matter whether you have cell phone service or not. So this is kind of a stuff really hit the fan south and we can't reach anybody through cell phones. This is what you're going to use to do that. So shouldn't have any reason to use it, but we like to carry it just to be safe out here. This is actually a fire extinguisher. This will be in my driver's side door if anybody ever has a fire. This is a quick reach thing. If you don't know where one is, this is going to always be there. This kind of works like a road flare. There's directions right here to tell you how to use it. Super easy. But just some emergency stuff. I like to let people know, everybody in the group knows where it's at. Again, if I'm down the trail or if I'm hurt or if I'm whatever, you guys can, everybody can help out. So every trip we talk about that. The other thing we always talk about every trip is your responsibility as a person behind you, so keep an eye on your rear view mirror. If the trails are dusty, don't be afraid to spread out a little bit. We'll make sure that you need to make sure, and we'll make sure that at every Y or every T in the road, we're going to come to a stop and make sure I can see that person in the rear view mirror behind me. So that's your responsibility.
And we'll call out over the radio too, like if we're going to be headed in the same direction on a trail for miles or whatever, and say, hey, this is a good area to spread out if you want. It does get pretty dusty on the trails if you haven't done 2 tracking before, so your interior is no longer going to be clean.
What?
Yeah.
I
Especially
just had mine
that
detailed.
guy.
Yeah. I was going to say, you wasted your money.
There'll be a few opportunities to get in water and hopefully wash some of that dust off yourself. Lakes and stuff like that, so hopefully you don't mind some chilly water up here. So, these are the radios we have to hand out to everybody. If you already have a GCC style radio, if you have one, you know what I'm talking about, then these will communicate with those. These are real simple radios, that's why we choose to use these GMRS radios. Your push to talk buttons on the left here. It's push, wait 2 seconds, then talk. You've got your center button, which is actually your channel selector, and then this right here is your volume and off and on.
Power on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So we're going to be on channel 4, and if you're not hearing anybody, this does get bumped over pretty easy sometimes. So just if you're not hearing anybody or you're talking, nobody's answering you back, make sure you're on the right channel. Yeah, so GCC 4 is the same as this 4. We have 30 of these, so if you kill it, no big deal. We'll just hand you a new one. It'll tell you that it's getting low on battery, and then just tell us we'll get you a new one. At night, try to turn it off because it should last most of the weekend. If not, but we have plenty if you leave it on by accident or whatever. So these work for about 3/4 of a mile out, so they work really well. Super simple. It's got a clip and a hanger, so yeah, pretty easy. So before we head out here, grab one of those if you don't have one already. Carrie also has these gaiters, which you might especially like. They're just the dust covers that go over your face. We're giving those away to you guys. It's got our logo on it. She has hats. Those are $25 if you guys want to buy a hat. Then the shirts come with the trip too. So.
So come around, grab your radio, grab your gator, write your radio number and sign your life away on the waiver, and then come around and grab a shirt from me.
All right. Let's get ready to roll. All right, well, that was the driver's meeting for this morning, and we are now all on the road. A bear just crossed? What? Did you say a bear?
Yep, he's in the woods on the right.
Wow, we found a bear. I must switch this around. The woods on the right. But Amy's got to be freaking out. Oh boy. Well, yeah, he's probably long gone in the woods by now.
I'm actually 2 out of 3 visits here. I've seen bears.
Wow. Okay, anyway.
I've never seen a bear
today is going to be more of a, I guess, a sightseeing type day. We're going to end up, sounds like in Mackinac City. Maybe we'll grab some ice cream or something. Yeah, oh yeah, right now we're headed to Petoskey, and then we'll end up in Mackinac. So, anyway. Alright, we've officially hit our first dirt road. I won't call it a 2-track yet, but a couple people are going to air down a little bit from street pressure. We are going to leave this. We're at like 35, 36. We're carrying quite a bit of weight, so we should be fine. This thing rides really, really nice. Not too worried about it. There's the bad apple. Optional climb here off the trail. So it does get pretty steep up there. Uh-oh.
How'd you get out?
There he goes.
Yeah, because we did this string. I did the string on the deal.
Looks like all of his mirrors are still on.
It was
He comes down, somebody lost and stuff like the rat.
Oh yeah.
Is that thing geared really low?
488s.
It's just one little log you gotta pop over and it would do it just a weird log. It'll be a good time though. Yeah, there's plenty.
All brand new. That's the original motor from my Truggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Same motor when you had it?
yeah. That truck mechanically is exactly how I sold it.
Are you enjoying the trail still?
Miss it?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
far, so
Every
good.
time I see it, which is a lot, I'm always like, why did I get rid of this?
Is it real dusty back by you?
On recording.
Yeet!
Some over here.
Let's
It's
go,
a baby
Ranger.
yeet. You don't need a lot of yeet.
Let's go, Ranger.
Only one yeet, not two.
Hey, big yeet makes it interesting.
It's true.
That log's out of the way now.
How do you pause your GoPro?
You don't make it stop.
Just go until it sounds expensive. Just keep going until it sounds expensive.
Until it gets expensive.
She's like, hey, I'm behind you.
Good little thing.
She's only 5 months old.
Yeah, that was fun.
Here we're turning on the iconic Tunnel of Trees. All right, we just pulled over. A little sandy area. Lake Michigan's right there. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get over there. We just had a nice little lunch. I think everybody's pretty much finished up. Really, really good time. Finally got into some sandy trails. There's another Team Ford guy. Having a good time, Sam?
Yes, sir.
Don't talk with your mouth full. All right.
What's up?
Gilbert
Got a
kick.
new paint job today.
New paint job.
Yeah, here you go.
Mud. Heck yeah.
We'll try to pull the
Doing good.
nature.
Yeah. All right, let's go check out the beach. See what we're missing.
YouTube, folks.
Yep. Didn't happen unless it's on video.
Hi, Dan.
Nice. Nice little beach area. West coast of Michigan. Beautiful. Okay, I've seen enough. Let's go back to the trails. Actually, we're not far from Mackinac City, so I think that's going to be our next stop, I believe. So we're
So we went out to Vegas for the Grand Canyon a couple of years back.
back on the, I won't say trail, but dirt roads here. spent a couple hours in downtown Mackinac City. Not really a whole lot to film there. We just ran through the couple typical shops, grabbed some fudge, grabbed some drinks, walked around for a few, and got out of there. So we got a decent dinner planned at the campground, so we didn't hang around there too long anyway. Did have to make a quick repair. One of the guys had a steering problem with his Jeep that had to get repaired, so I think the pit stop was more to get some time to get him fixed up. So anyway, we're on our way to Black Lake right now. We're going to stop at a state forest park, and that's where we'll be spending the remainder of tonight. Should be a good time.
Take a picture.
Taking a video.
I'm taking a picture of us.
A video of our big old bathtub. Sun going down on Black Lake. Perfect ending to the day. Well, after a quick dip to wash off the day's dust, we caught the sun setting, and that was a wrap on day number 2. Thanks for watching.